lesser than Macbeth, and greater. That's Banquo. But before we can get Banquo, we want to get down here and toughen up. So go past that gargoyle thing. We'll fight him later. Go past these little dudes with halberds. Grab the seed, keep riding. Give him a bit of wide berth. So Macbeth is way under-leveled for this area. That's okay. We don't mind a challenge. We're going to ride straight at Grail. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, like, just, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! We did no damage. We did 46. And now he's angry. That's all right, though, because we're just going to say hi. We'll fight you later, mate. We'll catch you later. Catch you later. This time, we can hear the stirring music of battle. But you know what? Don't care. We're not fighting him. He's not going to come down here because apparently dragons are unaware of the fact that they have wings. They do little hoppy things with their wings. You know, minor hoppage. Nothing major. Get that grace. We're going to swing around here straight up onto the roof of this. Boom. We're going to walk down and tuck in into Lenny's Rise. So these are the towers. The way magic works in the game, you get a certain number of spells, but the number of spells you can carry around, so we've only got one at the moment, is not a product of your FP. It's a product purely and simply of how many memory stones you pick up. And the memory stones live in towers. There are a couple of bosses that drop one. But so foul and Faraday I have not seen. This is a freebie. So we can grab this free memory stone and come back to Lenny's Rise. What we're going to do now is get ourselves 90-odd thousand runes. The way we're going to do that, you need that and you need that. Alright, this time back up again from where we came from. I think that's a rune 1. Hey! There's 100 runes. Runes. Now Macbeth, of course, emotionally connected to runes because they used to be the way magic was done. They were a method of writing. So we're not going to fight that guy just yet. Instead, we're going to come around here. Up the road. And straight ahead. Up towards the castle. There's a grace. I'm going to grab the grace. And we're going to spend our runes because we're probably going to die inside this thing. We'll try not to die because we've got 900 runes there, but you know what? On the whole, in the big scheme of things, 900 isn't much. Okay, coming in. We're running. You're going to get poisoned. So everyone's flinging poison at you. That's the first lot. There's often a second lot. Oh, they didn't do the second lot. So in the same way dragons can't fly, these bats can't fly up this belfry. Yep. So So you can grab that. Now, if you want, you can quit and reload and just go back to... In fact, we're going to do this. We'll go back to Fort Farah. We've kept our runes, etc. There is a seal in here that you can get later, and the seal will let you get 5 extra points to a whole bunch of different attributes at the cost of defense. So we're not going to use it, but it is up in that fort, and you need to be a much higher level to deal with that fort. Here's the dragon. So what we're going to do here is 2 things. Poison, and we're going to put blood grease on our mace and swing with the mace. So the thing to remember, and the reason this works, and you can see already I've just done 14,000 damage, even though each hit is worth about 40. Because what I'm doing is filling up the blood bar on this dragon, and the blood bar takes a percentage chunk of health, like 10%. So now we've done about 20% of the health of the thing. Nice and easy. And the blood grease, one application of blood grease should last about half his health bar. And you want to time it so that you get to use your gold pickle foulfoot just before he dies. So you can see we've already done 44,000 damage, which is silly. If you can hear closely, it makes a sort of a splash noise when it's got the blood grease working it. And that splash noise has stopped. So I'm reapplying my blood grease. And you'll tell when the poison stops, because the health bar will stop going down in between your attacks. Like that. Put that back on again. Okay. So I'm going to do one more of these. And I'm going to eat my gold pickle foulfoot. You can see there's a little picture of the gold thing up above my health bar. And we've done it, and there he is. And you can see from 857, a whole bunch of these dragons are going to die. And you're going to get 5 dragon hearts and 97,000 runes. Yep. So that's going to help us set us up for the whole game. There's a couple of things we want to do with those 97,000 runes. First of all, we're going to climb up here, and we're grabbing the things that are up here. And you can see they're pretty high level. Smithing 7s, so they only go up to 9s. And that's because this level of the game is way beyond where we really should be. So we're going down to this church. We're avoiding everything. And we're literally, when we get to the church, we're just going to sit there. While you're here, you can grab this little starlight and straight down into the church and rest at the grace. I like to rest here, and we're going to do our allocation of stats. So I know that I need 15 Faith and 12 Arcane to be able to use Dragon Breath. And I know that I need 13 Dexterity to be able to wield my clay. Now, everything else can be poured into Vigor to at least 30. Mind and Endurance and Strength. So we want to get a little bit more Mind and Endurance and Strength. What this build now is going to let us do is kill Radahn early. which is a little bit confronting and a little bit shocking. But before we do that, we want to come down to this map. So we're going to come back to the Smouldering Church. And the reason we're going for that map is that that map is quite close to the Dragon Communion Church. And the Dragon Communion Church is where we're going to pick up our Dragon Breath. And the Dragon Breath is how we're going to kill Radahn early. So this is Caelid. We'll do Caelid later. For the moment, all you need to know about Caelid is it's hot, it's humid, it's scary, and it's full of things that want to kill you. Rotting zombies, rotting blobs that have spikes that come out of them, giant crows, giant dogs, rotting crows, rotting dogs. And that's before the armies. Armies, weird creature, weird machines that belch fire. Okay, we've got that. We're now heading back to down to our marker. Go past those guys. We're not fighting with them just yet. To help with the marker, we're going to come up here and grab another grace. It's straight ahead from where we are. But we either do this now or we do this later. So we may as well do this now, literally, while we're here. And it's basically following along the fence, and you can see it's there. This is another region of the game. Grabbing that. We're going along to the south. We're following the road. But of course, following the road's really dangerous because on the side of the road are all sorts of things. For example, prawn guys. Those two prawn guys, they're called pests in this game, but they're just prawns. Have the world's most annoying spell where they send out lots and lots of little jets of I don't want to know. And the lots of jets of I don't want to know eventually hit you and do vast amounts of damage. So there's the Caelid Waypoint Ruins. We'll pick that up and say hi. As we're coming up here, we're going to get another grace. And that's the church we're going to. But we're not going to go to that church front on because they're right in front of it. That white pile there isn't just a dragon. It's a dragon that does severe rot damage. Rot in this game is like mega poison. So super fast, kills you, wipes out your health bar super quickly. We don't want it. We want nothing to do with it. So we're going to come up the right hand side. Again, these look like they're worth something, but they're not. And we're coming around. Don't fall down there. We're coming in the side of the church, and as we come in the side of a church, if you look back behind us, you'll see someone walking out that door. Pick up the Ancient Dragon Apostle Cookbook. Get the grace. And now we're going to get what we came for. Which is come over here and pick up the Rotten Breath. This means we can now cast a dragon spell. So this Rotten Breath literally rots things, hence the name. Now that we've done that, we're coming down to the north, and we're going to be going straight across to that. There's our map on that pole. As soon as you get the map, go a little bit further on and chat to the merchant. Just to sort of acknowledge that he's here. And we're going to swing around the left and go down the hill. And straight ahead you can see a seed. Now this area is a warfare area. So we've got dogs fighting armies, and you're caught kind of in the middle. They all want you dead. So you can see doggies everywhere. We want to kind of go in between them if we can, sort of, kind of. That's not going to work. Let's try this way. I can hear it right behind me. That didn't work too well. So if you're lucky, you can kind of lure the dogs to attack the people. And we're jumping, double jumping. We're coming around here, and there's a grace, and get it and rest at it. And a little note on what we're going to be doing and what we're going to be getting up to. So this is a late game area, as in probably should be about level 70 or something before you're sort of here dealing with this. We're going to rest till morning. And you can see the castle. There's there's one of those travelator things, but there's no blue lines coming out of it, which means the castle is open for business. So you can, if you want, go into there, fight everything in there, kill everything in there, and then deal with Radahn. Once we go to the Altus Plateau and rest at the Altus Plateau, and that's my plan, soon as we do that, this gets locked off, and you have to fight Radahn. And you can't get any of the other cool stuff inside that castle until you fight Radahn. So it's up to you. Right? I'll let you know when the point of no return happens. But my plan is to head up into the Altus Plateau as quickly as possible, rest there, get a whole bunch of seeds, come back down here and fight Radahn straight away, before we even upgrade anything. Okay, so it's your call. You get to decide. You're following, you're not following. Up to you. So we've done the south bit. Let's do the north bit. Again, we're not fighting anything really. There's a giant who'll jump down. And this guy's going to attack you by blowing a trumpet. He's actually pretty good. He's actually pretty good on the trumpet. I don't feel too confronted by that. Grab the seed and hang around to the left. We're going to upgrade our summons. So at the moment we've got little wolfies, and you know, on the whole, they're cute, but they're pretty hopeless. So what we're going to do now is grab a better one. And it's dark. Fair is definitely foul, and foul is fair. I don't think I've ever seen such foul weather. So here we have blue jellyfishes. Blue jellyfish. And if they're blue, they're okay. It means they're not going to attack you. They're happy. You're happy. It's all good. So you can see blue jellyfish, all good. But up to our left there, you can see some red ones, and red is bad. Red means they're going to attack you. And also, if you attack a blue one, they go red. What we want is this. Get that, then we can get out of here. And we're riding up this hill. You can see the sun is trying its level best to come out. We're going up to that shack, but there'll be wolves that come from the sky. So hit this and hope that you get to rest before the wolves come up. Good. I don't like killing the animals in this game if I can avoid it. We're going to talk to her, but first we're going to come up and grab Stone Sword Key and come and have a little chat and exhaust her dialogue. So she is going to be an important NPC that we can use to upgrade our ashes, and we're going to use it a lot. So she gives you an ash, she gives you jellyfish ashes. They're pretty good. They just float around really slowly and spit kind of poison. Now, as soon as you talk to her and exhaust that dialogue, we're going to go up the hill. Once we do, as soon as we cross this bridge and go to another part of the game, she'll move. She'll move from being there to going to Round Table Hold, which is exactly what we want. All right, so coming through here, we haven't got anything to see yet. We will get something that'll help us see in a little bit. So there are crazy witches. And we're going to talk to the crazy witches.
You, please, I can read them.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more.
Please, your fingers.
I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor?
Oh, bless you. Head to the foundation of gold tarnished. Traverse Rea Lucaria.
Rea Lucaria.
Stone eventide. And reunite the half crescents at the grand lift. Oh, but the bridge is collapsed and cannot be crossed. Only Stormvale Castle still stands tall.
You owe this strange intelligence from whence? The witches are telling us, cross the bridge, but the bridge is out. Go to Rea Lucaria, but the way is blocked. How do we do it? You do it this way. Be careful. And up the hill, up the road. Up the road. And sneaky, sneaky, tuck around in here. Now, I like to hit triangle while I'm riding through here, so I'm picking up all the stuff. You can, if you want, fight all the wolves, personally. Good on them. I bear them no grudge. I've no problem with wolves being violent. That's the nature of a wolf. There's more of them here. Around to the left. We're going to follow down the road. That thing on the left is Stormvale Castle. We're going to trash that. We are coming back for that. But before we do, we're going into this church briefly. Grabbing the tier. I'm going to leave him there for a moment. And coming out. And up. Rest at the Grace and then hop back on your horse because we have to do something dangerous that usually ends up in us dying. So, we need to get down, right? We can't just jump down. It's too far. There are these little platforms. You can see lots of bloodstains where people have stuffed it up. If you land correctly on the platform, you can kind of parkour your way down. Now, have I stuffed that up? I think I might have. There's one. And down. Now, you'd be thinking to yourself, phew, made it. Nah, do it again. So this time, we're going to go left. Ah! Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. And down. Way! So now we're in this area. Right, you can see there's a map over there. And a bunch of jellyfishes just here because we got a tunnel. So we're going to come into the Stillwater Cave. We're going to get the Grace. I'm going to rest at the Grace because I wish to attach my dragon spell. Right. There's method in the madness. You have to get back out again, and it's really dark. We're going to buy ourselves a lantern. But first, we're going to rampage along the left-hand side. We're going to come back to the map. But before we deal with the map, we really want to be making sure we go and say hello to, first of all, Herbert. And then Latena.
You surprised no matter. Why don't? Oh, but don't.
So I'm buying the lantern and I'm putting it on here. And this is what it does. Now we can see. Hooray! We're still following along the left. So basically heading kind of west, west-northwest. Don't go up there. And that tinging sound you can hear is enemies. So this lake is full of a brand new bunch of enemies. You've got beast men, like little weird beast things. You've got these, which are giant poisonous inflatable balls. We've got the worst enemy in the lake are the lobsters. Really big lobsters that shoot jets of water at you from vast distances and always hit and always do a ton of damage. Magicians, like the one around here. We want to go to this cave, which is here. It's quite a deep cave. If you came in here before, I find it quite challenging to get out because it's pitch black. No, we've done that. We can see the way out. I mean, I'm guessing you can do it. It's just annoying. And then we're going to go back to our marker and pick up the map. So as we're belting through this area, you can see a guy there on his mystical horse. He's one of the evil enemies that's now spitting death magic at you. So try and put some rocks in between you and him, because the death magic has obscene range. Now off in the distance we can see there's another one of those horsemen, so I'm going to give him a bit of a wide berth. Give him a wide berth. And in front of us is our map. So if we're lucky enough to grab the map, grab it and go due north. Watch out for the lobster. We are going to come in here and turn this on. We're just going to say hello to the Purified Ruins. We're not going to do anything in the Purified Ruins. We're just running and gunning. All of these are places we will come back to later. And down here is a tunnel. And again, it's another battle. So you can see soldiers fighting against invisible beastmen and helping out the invisible beastmen, a magical invisible kind of troll who is now following you because of all the people there and the job that he's been given. He's like, nah, I want that guy. So he's slowly coming after you, but I think still we can risk talking to the ghost. Raya Lucaria. So we're heading into the Magic Users University. This is a good grace to get. You're going to come here a few times. And we're not going to finish until I get you the map, which is just down this way. Jump across that hole. And jump across that hole. And on the next bit of bridge, we want to actually stick to the right of it because you can see there are some dudes with weapons. They do this very weird hands and feet kind of barrel roll circus maneuver. And that's really fast, so faster than you on horseback kind of thing. So I tend to just not mess with them. Unless you really want their armor set or their weapon, leave them alone. Here we have the map. And we're going to leave this episode right here in in Lyonia. See ya!